Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Mayor and City Council combined meeting on Monday, May 12th, 2025. If you'd please stand with me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please show all council members present except for Councilmember Fuller. Up next, we have the approval of the minutes from the April 9th, 2025 and April 14th, 2025 regular meetings. Looking for a motion in regards to that?
To approve the minutes from the meetings from April.
Looking for a second?
I will second.
Any further comments, questions, concerns by council? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Next up, we have council member statement regarding conflicts of interest on agenda items. Would any council members like to make a statement today? Hearing none, proceeding forward. Public comment pertaining to non-agenda items. Do we have public comment pertaining to non-agenda items? Hearing none, proceeding forward. Resolution, ordinances, and agreements. Up for adoption, we have Resolution 2025-06, water allocation for May. Jim, just to check on this. No, never mind. Yeah, it's a resolution. Looking for a motion in regards to it.
Motion to approve the water allocation.
Looking for a second.
Second.
Any additional comments, questions, concerns from council? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed, nay. Carries. Up next, we have city manager report. Jim, lead us off on that.
Okay, just a few updates for this month. On the stormwater front, on the meeting, the next meeting agenda will be the award, hopefully the award of bid for the Riffles Lane Storm Drain Project. So we finally were able to get that out to bid, got a number of bids, and the recommendation memo will be part of the upcoming meeting packet. So that's really a little more for the next meeting, but since you guys were the ones who have been dealing with this for the last couple of years, it's finally going to the construction phase. Other thing, Westview Drive water line replacement, construction's ongoing. The second segment has been connected, so we're moving right along there. Let's see, I don't think bacteria testing has been completed for the second section, so more updates coming next time around on that, but the project's moving along very well. That's really about all that I've got. Not a lot of updates on the other stuff, planning commission or equipment, things like that. So that's what I've got. Happy to answer any questions.
Any questions for the city manager?
I just have one. Just the phosphorus has a bit of a spike on the.
Yes.
Is there any?
They have been doing some experimentation at the treatment plant with a replacement for ferric chloride, I believe it is, and the numbers were fluctuating because of that. So it did spike. So, but we have no concern that we won't be able to bring it back down low enough to put us back on
to
target.
what we were doing.
Yes.
And make it
Yes.
right. Has the drought contributed at all to that, or do you know?
It is possible that because even though we've been addressing inflow and infiltration for the last few years, it still is, present in the system. So the dry weather flows do tend to be a more, if you'll say, a concentrated nutrient load. But the guys at the plant are testing the inflow regularly to try to adjust for that, but that could be a factor as well.
Okay. Out to me, so I thought I'd ask the question.
Any additional comments, questions, concerns for the city manager? Hearing none, proceeding forward. Department reports. Any comments, questions, concerns on department reports? Hearing none, proceeding forward.
I have one question. Kevin in his report talked about water concerns about the dry weather and voluntary water control, the fact that we're going to have a car wash down at the police station. He recommended against that. Have we thought about that? Is that a concern? Is that something we should be worried about?
Just a, uh, I'm not concerned for it. It's really, it's something they've had planned for a couple months now. We go through this every year.
And I understand from reading the report from the county that there was a little bit of concern about one well being at 80, I guess at 85%, and it's at 15th percentile, which I assume that means it's 85%. But that was the only well that they cited. Is there, without calling up the, I don't have that in front of me, but without calling up the big chart, is that?
Well, I know, I mean, it was just it wasn't a very specific recommendation. He just recommended we didn't hold the car wash at this time. And I don't know whether there was something behind that he had in his mind that may cause disruption.
I think it was just the general concern about additional water usage during a period that we're trying to conserve overall, even though at this point it's voluntary conservation measures.
If everybody's all right with it, I'm all right with it too.
Additional comments, questions, concerns regarding department reports? Hearing none, proceeding forward to legal report. Jim, do you got anything for us on legal report?
Not this evening.
Old business, Sable's addition annexation. What were you looking for in regards to this tonight?
No action, just a quick update that the hearing is, we've heard from, got the comment letter from the Maryland Department of Planning. We're still chugging along on that, and the hearing is scheduled for next month.
Sounds good. Any comments, questions, concerns regarding that? Hearing none, proceeding down. Public comment pertaining to agenda items. Do we have any public comment pertaining to agenda items? Hearing none, proceeding forward, or proceeding down to council member reports, starting with Councilmember Tillman.
Okay, we are plugging along in the planning commission, as best we can in light of what happened. But we are still, there is still things to be done and things to be taken care of. Had a good meeting, had a lot to cover. Especially talking about Mountain Brook and where we stand regards to road that would have to cross the flow-serve property. That's, those are ongoing concerns and things that we're, keeping an eye on. In the comprehensive plan update, had another really good meeting. We are getting ready to start with the key person interviews. If those have not started already, Jim, if they've started with those?
I know at least invitations for scheduling have gone out, if nothing else.
And I know we have a few sections that we've started to, that are nearing completion that we're starting to review, so we are moving ahead with that. We are, always welcoming feedback and participation. Our next meeting is May 20th at 6:30 here in Chambers. So folks are invited to come and be part of our process. We would really like to have that. One other thing that I was involved with, or got involved with, the county is in the midst of their comprehensive plan update, and they are, they've done a housing study, and there are several other large portions of their update that they have committees working on, and I have joined the housing group. So we met last Monday. Obviously, we're not meeting tonight, but we are meeting again next Monday, and discussing, and a lot of what we are discussing at the county level is going to be applicable to the things that we do here in Taneytown. So I hope to be able to bring back good information from those meetings.
Cheney?
Okay, I have the Taneytown Police Department statistical report for April. There were 479 total dispatched calls for service. There were 77 total citations issued and 236 warnings issued. There were 7 adult arrests in April and 2 juvenile arrests. In good news, the Taneytown Police Department added a new officer in April. Zach Myers was hired on April 21st and will be going through field training. Miss Ingalls completed a child safety seat event during the month of April in conjunction with State Farm Insurance. Miss Ingalls also assisted with many car seat installation requests at the police station during the month of April. And Officer Beck participated in the American Legion Family Fun Day on April 26th. As far as training, all active officers participated in a use of force training that was 2 hours long, a 2-hour de-escalation strategies and techniques training, and a 1-hour cultural awareness and diversity overview. In specialized training, Sergeant Salt and PFC Darby completed Red Dot Sight Handgun Instructor course through Sage Dynamics in Lansdale, Pennsylvania on 4/7 through 4/9. This 3-day course consisted of 24 hours of training and will aid in the RDS conversion process that the department plans on completing in the very near future. Lieutenant Castellar, Corporal Schaefer, Corporal Marshall, Master Patrol Officer Sakadales, and PFC Blaze completed annual firearms classroom, handgun, day fire qualifications, handgun low-light qualifications, judgmental shooting drills, rifle qualifications, and less lethal impact munitions classroom and qualifications. These qualifications and training were conducted on April 10th, 2025. That's all
Mayor Pro Tem McCarron.
Very little other than just to congratulate our soon-to-be new council members. Look forward to working for them over the next couple of years. One comment, I'm sorry, disappointed we didn't have a bigger turnout for our election. That's a shame, but I'm glad. Thank you for the folks that did come out, and look forward to another couple of years. That's all I have.
Sounds good. Councilmember Foster.
Under DPW, Monumental Paving has completed a final walkthrough with CDM Smith in the city. They were in April to address all grass areas where new topsoil and reseeding the areas as well. The Carroll County Erosion and Sediment Control Inspector also allowed for the removal of the sediment controls in all areas as well. As long as the new seed takes, this will close out this project. West Drive, Waterman Replacement, Phase 1, section of the water main from Harney Road past Taneytown Crossing has been installed, pressure tested, and passed. The time of the council meeting service lines for this area will be connected to the new water main, and Phase 2 temporary water main will be installed. Stumptown Road emergency repairs, a major repair and safety addition near Roberts Mill Park started on March 17th. Due to the 5 springs found under the roadbed, this project lingered longer than expected. Additional time was needed to install drain tiles to allow water from these springs to be removed from under the road. Also, additional reinforcement of the roadbed was needed in these areas. Stumptown Road will be open during the first week of May.
Sounds good. Thank you. Councilmember Fuller's in here, so I'll go over some of the Parks and Rec stuff we got going on. We have the spring scavenger hunt going on right now at the Bollinger Park. Take a look out for that. Next up, we got the spring community flea market that's going to happen this weekend at Memorial Park from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. And then on the 26th, we're going to have a Memorial Day ceremony and parade. The ceremony will be at Memorial Park at 10 a.m., which will then be followed by a parade along Main Street. And that'll be at 1 p.m. So other than that, I want to thank Councilmember Foster, Fuller, and Councilmember Cheney for, again, your service here on the council. And I got to say it was a pleasure working with you, Councilmember Cheney. Foster and Fuller, regardless of our differences, pleasure working with you both. So Thank you all, I appreciate it. Looking for a motion of adjournment unless anybody's got anything else.
Move to adjourn.
For a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everybody. 10-minute recess.